Hello everyone, dear students. Today I am going to start the second PUC physics syllabus. Dear students, sometimes if you touch a metallic doorknob or any other metallic object, it might experience a mild shock. This is because the metallic object was charged or it carries a charge. It carries an electric charge. That carry an electric charge. Object that carries an electric charge that's said to be electrically charged. We know that when the comb is rubbed with a dry hair, comb is rubbed with a dry hair, it begins to attract a small pieces of paper, or when two pieces of silk cloth rubbed against each other, rubbed against each other with individually, the glass rods are now kept with each other. Now they are repelled with each other. Here, all these physical quantities are observed with these phenomena. This is known as electric charge. This is known as electric charge. Here, now I am going to start the first topic from your second PUC physics syllabus, that is electric charges and electric fields. I think all of you are familiar with the introduction concept about what is electric charge, what is electric field, what is the physical quantity of electric charge and electric field. What is electric charge? Electric charge, or here electrostatics. This is called electrostatics. Static means the charge is at rest. This is the separate branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges. And again it is divided into main two branches. They are electrostatics and electrodynamics, or static electricity, or it is also called frictional electricity and current electricity. Electrostatic, it deals with the study of phenomenon associated with the charges or at rest. Then it is called electric charges or electrostatics. Electrostatics, it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of charges or at rest. Here, this phenomena, it is noticed by, or the electric charge, it is noticed by the Greek scientist when the amber is rubbed with the fur. The Greek word for amber is, that is electron. The Greek word for amber is electron. In 600 BC, one of the founder of Greek science first noticed that if a piece of amber, if a piece of amber, amber means it is a yellow resinous, or it is a gum-like substance that is found on the source of a sea. Here, when the Greek scientist first noticed that if a piece of amber is rubbed with a woolen cloth, then it acquires the property of attracting light feathers or dust particles. And after that, another scientist, William Gilbert, and he is the personal doctor of Queen Elizabeth I of England, made a systematic study of the substance that behave like a amber. That behave like a amber. Here, now I will explain some example. Here, you might have observed some examples like when you touch the metal door knob or any other metallic object, or when your comb is rubbed with a dry hair. After rubbing with a dry hair, your comb is attracted the small pieces of the paper, or when the balloon is rubbed with your dry hairs or any other silk material or any other nylon material, due to that friction, here the charge is produced. After rubbing with the dry hair or any other material, that balloon is placed on the surface of the any other wall. it is attached to that wall. What is the mystery behind this, all these examples? So what exactly is happening in all these cases? Now we will see about that. Let us see what exactly happens here. Dear students, here now I consider this is the charged body. In this example, the charges are resides on the surface of this body. Here the charges are at rest. This body is holding charges on its surface. All these charges are at rest. These charges are not in motion, but they are stationary on the surface. The study of these charges is called static electricity or electrostatics. It is the separate branch of physics. It is the separate branch of physics. Here, the electricity, actually, the electricity means it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of electric forces, electric fields, and electric potentials arising due to the electric charge. It may be classified into two branches. One is electrostatics and another one is electrodynamics. Here, electrostatic means, in this example, this is the body. Here the charges are not in motion, but they are in stationary on the surface. The study of these charges is called static electricity. Static electricity, or this is also called electrostatics. Electrostatic means it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of force, fields, and potentials arising due to the electric charge at rest. And the next another concept is, now I consider this is the copper wire. It is a copper wire. It has a two terminal. One is negative terminal of the wire and another one is positive terminal of the wire. It consists of electrons. Electrons are negative charges. Electrons are negative charges. Here, when the electrons are moves from one position to another position in this copper wire, here the charges are in motion. In this case, the charges are in motion. This is called electrodynamics. The study of these charges is called dynamic or current electricity. Dynamic or current electricity. This is called electrodynamics. It is the branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charge in motion, or it is also called current electricity. Here the electricity can be divided into two branches. First one is electrostatics and the second one is electrodynamics, and this is also called current electricity. Here this is a very simple concept. Static means the charge is at rest. Dynamics means the charge are in motion. Suppose if you study the charges are in motion case, that is called electrostatics. Suppose the charges are in motion, that is called current electricity. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ PUC ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಅನ್ನ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ಸ್. And the second unit is, that is electric potential and electric capacitance, and the third unit is, that is current electricity. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಕು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಕು, ಥರ್ಡ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್, ಫಿಫ್ತ್, ಸಿಕ್ಸ್ತ್, ಸೆವೆಂತ್ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕೂಡ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದಾವೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್, ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾದಾವೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Now, I will discuss about the introduction concept of this topic. Here, what is electric charge? So, what is the difference between electrostatics and electrodynamics or current electricity? When the charges are stationary or at rest, then it is called electrostatics. When the charges are in motion, then it is called current electricity. This is a very simple concept. Electrostatics ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಸಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Electrostatic means when charges are stationary or at rest. Current electricity means when charges are in motion. Electrostatic means here it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of charges or at rest. Current electricity means it is the branch of physics which deals with the study of charges or in motion. ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಓನ್ಲಿ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಓನ್ಲಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಸ್ಟಾಟಿಕ್. What is the concept of charge? What is electric charge? Here, it is our common experience when the glass rod is rubbed against the silk cloth. Glass rod is rubbed against the silk cloth. It attracts some lighter particles such as bits of paper. And this behavior, it is first observed in amber by Thales of Miletus. He was a scientist. He observed that when a piece of amber is rubbed against the fur, it attracts the lighter particles, like when the comb is rubbed with your dry hair. After rubbing with your dry hair, the comb attracts the small bits of the paper particles. And after that, the William Gilbert observed the same behavior in any other substances like glass rod, plastic rod, ebonite rod. According to the William Gilbert, when a glass rod is rubbed against the silk cloth, it acquires some physical property. Due to that physical property, it attracts the lighter particles. He called that property is electric charge. He called that property is electric charge. Here, the force with which the glass rod attracts the lighter particles, or the force with which the comb attracts the lighter particles, that is called electric force. The word electricity, it was also given by William Gilbert, and it was derived from the Greek word electron, which means amber. Here, electric charge, it is an intrinsic property of the elementary particles like protons, electrons, of which all the objects are made up of. Matter means anything which occupy the space is called a matter. The atom consists of positively charged nucleus at the center and negatively charged electrons revolving around the nucleus in the different orbits. The nucleus consists of protons and neutrons. They are together called nucleons. Here, what is positive charge and what is negative charge ಎಂಬತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಹೋದಾಗ, what is the actual definition of electric charge? It is the intrinsic property of the matter, or it is the physical property of the matter that causes it experience a force when close to other electrically charged matter, or it is the intrinsic property of the matter which is experience with the force, which is experience with the force, that is called a charge. Now I consider one is positive charge, another one is negative charge. All of you are familiar with this property. Always unlike charges are attract with each other. Here one is positive charge, another one is negative charge. Always unlike charges are attract with each other. Now I consider another 2-point charges or another 2 charges here. In this case, these are the 2 positive charges. The 2 positive charges are always repel with each other. This is called a force of repulsion. This force is due to the property of charge. This is called the property of the charge, and it is the basic property. Electric charge, it is an intrinsic property of elementary particles of matter which gives rise to electric force between the various objects, and electric charge which is having only magnitude but not direction. That's why electric charge, it is a scalar quantity. The charges are classified as positive charges and negative charges. ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನು 2 ಟೈಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಂದನ್ನು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದವು ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಸೋ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಟೂ ಕೈಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಸ್. ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅದಾವಂತ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು? ಯು ನೋ ದ simple properties, that is like charges are repel and unlike charges are attract each other. But how will you say experimentally only there are two kinds of charges? About 100 years ago, Charles Dupuy of France, he shows the electric charges on various objects are only two kinds. Only two kinds. Now we will see about how the only two kinds of charges are present in this universe. Here, the first experiment. In the first experiment, here we consider one silk thread and this is the glass rod. When the glass rod is suspended through this silk thread, the glass rod is suspended through this silk thread. Here in the first case, this is the first case and this is second case and this is third case. Here the glass rod is suspended through the silk thread, but here we consider the positively charged glass rod. The positively charged glass rod is suspended through the silk thread. This is positively charged glass rod. In the second case, here the negatively charged plastic rod. Here in the second case, the negatively charged plastic rod is suspended through a silk thread. And again in the third case, the positively charged glass rod is suspended through a silk thread. You know the simple property of electric charge. Like charges are repel each other, unlike charges are attract each other. But ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳಲಾಯಿತು? Like charges are repel each other and unlike charges are attract each other. About 100 years ago, Charles Dupuy of France, he performed this experiment on the various objects. And after the performing of this experiment, we conclude that there are only two kinds of charges in this universe. In the first case, the silk thread or the positively charged glass rod. This is the positively charged glass rod. The positive charged glass rod is suspended through a silk cloth. Suspended through a silk cloth. ಯಾವಾಗಿದು positive charge appear ಆಗತ್ತಿಲ್ಲಿ? When a glass rod is rubbed with the silk and it is suspended with the rigid support by means of silk thread. Now bring another similarly charged rod placed near this glass rod. Now here these two rods are repel with each other. These two rods are repel with each other. Right? In the first case, rub a glass rod. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು glass rod ಇದೆ. Initially it is a neutral. When the glass rod is rubbed with the silk and suspended it from a rigid support. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ರಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, and bring another similarly charged rod. ಇದು ಯಾವ ರಾಡ್? ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. Now bring another similarly charged rod near to it. Now the rods are repel with each other. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು? The glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth and suspended it from a rigid support by means of silk thread, and bring another similarly charged rod placed near to this rod. Now these two rods are repel with each other. Clear ಆಯಿತು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟು. It is very simple concept. Initially it is a neutral. When this glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, the electrons are transferred from one body to another body. That is called electrification. The process of transferring the electrons from one body to another body, from glass rod to silk cloth. Here the electrons are transferred from glass rod to silk cloth. This is called electrification. The body which loses the electrons. This is called positively charged body. Body which gains the electrons, that is called negatively charged body. Here in the first experiment, here in this experiment, in the first case, the glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth. After rubbing with the silk cloth, here the glass rod is fixed with the rigid support. Now placed another same kind of glass rod placed near this glass rod. Now these two glass rods are repel with each other. Here this is in the first case, and in the second case, here the now we consider the plastic rod. Now we consider the plastic rod. Rub this plastic rod with a wool. Rub this plastic rod with a wool and suspend it from a rigid support. Suspend it from a rigid support. Bring another similarly plastic rod, place near it. Now there will be a repulsion between the two rods. Again we get the same kind of result. In the second step, the plastic rod. Now rub a plastic rod with a wool and suspended it from a rigid support. ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನ wool ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ರಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಬ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸೇಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿನ ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಅಗೈನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಪೆಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. Repel with each other. And in the third case, here the glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth and this glass rod is suspended through this silk thread. But bring a plastic rod rubbed with wool near this charged glass rod. Now the two rods are attract with each other. This is the very interesting phenomena. ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಫೆನಾಮೆನವನ್ನು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಎರಡು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ರಿಫಿಲ್ ಅದು. ಇನ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಎರಡು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಎರಡೂದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದ್ದು ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ವಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಒನ್ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ರಾಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫೆನಾಮೆನ. Now we will see the another experiment. After that we will give the conclusion for this experiment. In the second experiment, here if a glass rod is rubbed with the silk is made to touch with the small pitch balls. ಅದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. If a glass rod is rubbed with the silk is made to touch the two small pitch balls or polystyrene balls which are suspended by the silk threads. Then here in the first step we consider negatively charged pitch balls. When a plastic rod is rubbed with a fur is made to touch with the two pitch balls suspended by the silk threads. Now these balls are repel with each other. ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತವೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. And in the second diagram, when a glass rod rubbed with a piece of silk and it is made to touch with these two balls. ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡ್ ಅನ್ನ ಸಿಲ್ಕ್ ಕ್ಲಾತ್ ಜೊತೆ ನಾವು ರಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಪಿಚ್ ಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ನಿಯರ್ ಹಿಡಿದಾಗ ಅಗೇನ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟೂ ಪಿಚ್ ಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಪೆಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಈಚ್ ಅದರ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡ್ನ ರಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಡಿದಾಗ ಇವು ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾವೆ, ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಕೇಸ್, when one pitch ball is touched with a charged glass rod, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ here one pitch ball is touched with a charged glass rod and another pitch ball is touched with a plastic rod. One pitch ball is touched with the glass rod and another pitch ball is touched with the plastic ball. Now these two balls are attract with each other. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟು, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟು. ಎರಡು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ what is the conclusion of this experiment? From the above experiment we get that the charge produced on a glass rod is different from the charge produced on a plastic rod. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಮೊದಲನೇ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪಿಚ್ ಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅದವು. ಒಂದು ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ರಾಡನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹಿಡಿದಾಗ ಎರಡು ಕೂಡ ರಿಪೆಲ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದೇ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಚಾರ್ಜನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪಿಚ್ ಬಾಲ್ಸ್ ಅದವು. When the glass rod is rubbed against the silk and placed near the pitch balls, again the pitch balls are repel away with each other. But in the third case, one pitch ball is placed in contact with the glass rod and another pitch ball is placed in contact with the plastic ball. But in this case, two pitch balls are attracted with each other. ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಮಗಿಲ್ಲಿ? What is the conclusion of this experiment? From these two experiments, we get here the charge is produced on the glass rod is different and the charge is produced on the plastic rod is different. From the experiment, we get the answer. The charge produced on a glass rod is different from the charge produced on a plastic rod, and also the charge produced on a pitch ball touched with the glass rod is different from the charge produced on the pitch ball. Therefore, we can conclude that there are only two kinds of electric charges. There are only two kinds of electric charges. That is, one is positive and another one is negative. Like charges are repel each other and unlike charges are attract each other. From this statement, from the statement of like charges are repel each other and unlike charges are attract each other, here this statement is known as the fundamental law of electrostatics. This is the fundamental law of electrostatic. What is the conclusion of this experiment? From this experiment, we can conclude that the charge is produced on the glass rod is different and the charge is produced on the plastic rod is different. There are only two kinds of electric charges, that is, one is positive and another one is negative. Like charges are repel each other and unlike charges are attract each other. This is the universal statement. This statement is known as the fundamental law of electrostatic, and this experiment also demonstrates the charges are transferred from rod to the pitch balls when it is contact. Therefore, the pitch balls have been electrified and charging by contact. This property, or the property which differentiate the two kinds of charges, that is called polarity of charge. Okay, thank you.